Hi guys, it's me, Joey. So, there's a last thing I want to talk about the Nintendo NX. What I want to talk is the specs. The speed for it is faster than the PS4. So, PS4 goes 60 frames per second, and the Nintendo NX goes 70 frames per second. Now, what is the launching games? The launching games. Most important thing for the Nintendo NX. Well, all I know is free. Nintendo is Mario Kart 8, Zelda: The Breath of the Wild, and finally, what the last game is Splatoon 2. Yeah, for the Wii U. If you heard of Splatoon, have it. What else? There's some other things about the Nintendo NX. There's going to be some new customization, like new colors for instead of black. So, I'm going to put up a video for you guys and go through what I've been saying. So, I'm going to go into my decisions, such as I think I got it. And I'm going to go to HMK. So, it's a HMK, that's his name if you ever heard of him. If you haven't, he's one of the best YouTubers of all time for me. So, what I'm going to do, go down, this has been a while. It's called the Nintendo NX. None above, submit. You guys can hear it.
Freedom! I said freedom! Guys, it's happening. Nintendo NX is now officially the Nintendo Switch.
Now it's the Nintendo Switch, if you don't know that.
I'm not too really excited for the name of the Switch. It's like, hey man, you got a Switch? Hey, yo, Nintendo Switch? Yo, we can come to my house.
It's buffering, but this will tell you everything.
Nintendo Switch. I'm not too far about that name. Could have been better, but whatever. What I'm really excited for is what it is and what it does. And all of this right here is official Nintendo press.
He will tell you everything what you need to know. So what is the Nintendo Switch? He'll tell you in this video. And because I thought I'm going to go cover this video, what's true, what's not. Well, probably, this is going to be a series of videos, so.
Release, which I'm gonna share with you about the Switch. It's gonna be so hard for me switching over from saying the NX to the Switch. Oh my god, I'm so ready. I'm so hyped. If you guys haven't seen my hype test reaction, I'm gonna leave a comment in the description box. But let's go! Nintendo Switch will premiere to demonstrate new entertainment experiences from a home gaming system. And here we go. Detachable controllers reinvent gaming. Redmond, Washington, October 20th. Today, in an introductory video released today, Nintendo provided the first glimpse of its new home gaming system, revealed that it's called the Nintendo Switch. In addition to providing single and multiplayer thrills at home, the Nintendo Switch system also enables gamers to play the same title wherever, whenever, and with whomever they choose. The mobility of a handheld is now added to the power of a home gaming system to enable unprecedented new video game play styles. At home, the Nintendo Switch rests rests on the Nintendo Switch dock that connects to the system, connects the system to the TV, and lets you play with families and friends in the comfort of your living room. By simply lifting the Nintendo Switch from the dock, the system will instantly transition to a portable mode, and the same great experience that was enjoyed at home now travels with you. The portability of the Nintendo Switch is enhanced by its bright, high-definition display. It brings the full home gaming system experience you to the park, on an airplane, in a car, or to a friend's apartment. Gaming system springs into action by removing detachable Joy-Con controllers. That's what the controllers being called, Joy-Cons, from either side of the Nintendo Switch. One player can use a Joy-Con controller in each hand. Two people can.
So a Joy-Con is two control. So if you don't know, if you confused about the controller, so you can play both with one player, but you can also pull things. You can also pull things out and wanted to play and put two player on and just play with your friends. And if you want single player, put two things back on, and it's done. So off, player, on, single.
Use and take each one and use them as controllers, or multiple Joy-Cons can be employed by numerous people for a Joy-Con grip. A variety of gameplay options. I'm like, my reading is just computer. They can easily click back into place or be slipped onto a Joy-Con grip accessory, mirroring that of a more traditional controller. Or, if preferred, the gamer can select an awesome Nintendo Switch Pro controller to use instead of the Joy-Con controller, which I gotta say, that shit looks dope. The Wii U Pro controller, I was like, but when I saw the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, I was like, it has a matte finish. Thank you, God, because nasty ass glossy shit, man, fingerprints.
So what finishes you get to is everything's done. They have to make the games for the launch titles. I told you Mario Kart 8, Splatoon 2, and Breath of the Wild. 3 games that I know are now coming out.
Everywhere, right? Furthermore, it's possible for numerous people to bring their Nintendo Switch systems together and enjoy local multiplayer face-to-face and face-to-face competition. The Nintendo Switch allows gamers the freedom to play however they like, says Ray Huthman, President and CEO of Nintendo America. He gives game developers.
So, just in case you missed that, he's talking about the creator Sakurai and Muzui, if you don't know who that is. So Sakurai created Smash Brothers, Mario, Donkey Kong, Link. If Sakurai wasn't Nintendo, none of those would exist. So.
Bring the creative visions to life, concept of gaming without boundaries. And now they go into a big ass developer list that supports Nintendo. Nintendo with this third-party support, because from the trailer we saw that 2K and Bethesda are going to be supporting this thing with Skyrim Remastered.
That won't come out until April or March, late March, not a launch title. I'm sorry, whoever likes Skyrim.
Skyrim Remastered and NBA 2K whatever year. When I saw that, I'm like, I'm not a fan of Elder Scrolls as much as the next time. I enjoyed the game, but I'm not a huge fan of sports TV. But the fact that these developers making these games are supporting the Switch,
so supporting, most of you probably in the room supporting Bethesda, they're supporting, like they're helping the Switch out. So.
Taking the Switch back to Nintendo gives me great joy. Just to list a few, I'm just gonna go run through the list. Right. Firefly Games, Activision, Atlas, Autodesk. This isn't everybody, by the way. I'm just running through. Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Capcom, Codemaster, Dina, Electronic Arts, Epic Games, Frozen Byte, Game Trust, Grasshopper Manufacturer, Hamster, Havoc, Koei Tecmo, Marvelous, Maximum Games, Variety, Platinum Games, Sega, Silicon, Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts 3.
So how many is supporting? I think there's like 18.
Please. Final Fantasy 15, please. Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, Final Fantasy 7. Oh yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be a launch title. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, remake, please, even though we just know like Dragon Quest is coming to the next. Or I should say the Switch. Tokyo RPG Factory, Ubisoft, Unity Technologies.
This is like I'm not sure more for you. This is gonna be like 4 minutes.
Today's video incorporates short glimpses of representative technology and gameplay to demonstrate the liberating nature of the Nintendo Switch home gaming system. Full game demonstrations, the list of launch window titles as well as launch date, price, product configuration, and release.
Yeah. So, just in case you missed that, he's talking about the Switch coming out, and this title on top in January 13th is the live stream for Nintendo. So if it's the weekend, I'm going to go on my iPad and wait for the stream. If it's not, then I'm going to save it for this guy to talk about everything and put in a video that weekend, or talk about in Twitch. So Twitch, I made one yesterday. If you missed it, I'm going to make probably another one tomorrow night at 6 to 6:30 to 5:30 for 5 to 6:30 p.m. Going to tell you on my Facebook while Joeyland tomorrow. Make sure you follow. I'm going to follow you. I'm going to talk to my mom about it. And yeah. And I'm going to talk about apps in this. All the best apps, worst apps you should buy.
Will be shown and announced prior to the March launch. This thing is confirmed to be a March launch.
And Marvel Pokemon Sun Moon, yeah, everything been covered already, so I don't know what to talk about.
Those because I need those.
Could make a new one like this. I'm just telling you, everyone says everything's true, and I'm going to make this is part 1 of the Nintendo NX. We feel this won't be like a part 7. So part 1, part 2, part 2.5, part 3, part 3.5, and so on. So everything you need to know, I'm gonna tell you. Here's part 7. The final part 7 is gonna be in early March. And the rest is going to be like February, January, December is gonna be big. So the holidays for 2 weeks, I'm going to Twitch stream on YouTube, Twitch, make videos every single week, 3 times a day. Hopefully, well, if not, then I'm gonna be busy playing video games, and I'm probably gonna put on Twitch, so don't worry. Make sure you give me a follow on Twitch and subscribe to YouTube. It's gonna be awesome. Back to the video.
But guys, honestly, as far as the name goes in Nintendo Switch, I mean, like, it gets the job done.
And if they said it's going to be weaker, then is the frames going to be less than the PS4? That's not true. The graphics is going to be better, but the frames are going to be nicer.
I could thought.
But what's you like, graphics or frames? Because the more frames you have, the faster it is.
And like a better name would be better. I thought it was like, because I literally said like that sounds like a dumbass name, but the concept itself, this is everything the Wii U should have been. You know, and at the same time, it's not truly a hybrid console that a lot of people were just, you know, clamoring about when it comes to the rules and stuff. It's a home console that has portable capabilities, which is great.
Yeah, so it's called, if you want to finish the video, Nintendo NX is the Nintendo Switch Details and Thoughts HMK. I'm so ready is and he's just doing it's the site, so look for that. Next thing I want to hook up is Nintendo Switch. Going down. How I would be. So why it will see with that. So actually I'm going to go to know one of my decisions. That may be some video. Trust me, once done doing weaker videos, I'm gonna do longer ones. Like shorter videos, and then I'm gonna do longer videos. I'm going to go to Kruger's. He's so on about some stuff. No, he's not the one. So it's Nintendo Switch Talk. This is the first log of the Nintendo Switch. It's the Nintendo Switch Talk. First image of the Switch from Nintendo. So if you so back to HMK. You already know, of course. I'm looking for that. Is it ready? Is this real? And watch the slide into your trailer. I know I'm not making a video about it, but it's I gotta show you guys.
Nothing to worry about. Alright, we see New York or some shit. Oh, there goes Breath of the Wild. What kind of controller? Oh, I hate this game without controller. Oh, dude, this looks great. Okay, Breath of the Wild looks awesome. Breath of the Wild looks awesome! Dude, get the fuck out of my way. To the Switch. Do we get free done with it? The console looks great. Oh! There it is. That controller was right! They were right!
Everything's right. So for the so the Nintendo Switch, everything been covered. You could look up everything, and I don't know what's rushes, but I'm saying I have to say it. So the last games are Splatoon 2, Breath of the Wild Zelda, and Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is 85% done. So, more about the Nintendo NX. It has a lot of games coming, and it's one of the best games ever. Well, one of the best consoles that's coming out. I hope it's not fail. January 13th, that weekend, I'm going to talk about what's wrong and what's right. 2017 is going to be big. 2018 Oh my god, Trisha, now don't you blow out the water. And 2019, I'm not sure. But anyways, this is going to be the biggest console, best console ever. Don't believe me. Everything was right. So, more about it. Everything is true. So, everything is going to reveal okay. So, everything is going to reveal January 13th. Everything going to be real in January 13th. The release date, the colors for it, everything you need to know. So, if there's an app coming out that will be a launch title, hopefully, if they're making it, because it's supposed to be like it's called Mario, Super Mario 1, so I don't know. So, if we go to Nintendo, go down, go down. Don't they have it? Anyway, this is known to be one of the best consoles you would ever see from Nintendo. Trust me, it's going to be big. I know it's a Nintendo Switch, so that's Nintendo social media might want to more stuff, but this is going to be huge. This is going to be everything everything to know. Part 1. This is going to be huge. January 13th. Going to be talking about a lot of things. See you then. Next time.